Can I be real or is it boring? To give you a peace of mind, cause mine is so enormous. Way past the norm, Norman, while you're conforming. Like comforting mattresses.
What up, Doe? It's that nigga mine, man. And we doing another Jubilee debate, man. This one is fairly shorter than any of the other ones we done. So I'm gonna do this all in one take. This is gonna be a 30 to 40 minute video. This is Candace Owens argues America is a matriarchy. So essentially America is ran by a female ideology. So before we get into it, like, subscribe, and share so I hit that 100K today. Before we hear what Candace Owens got to say, I just got to speak on how I feel about her. You know, a lot of people don't like Candace Owens. I fuss with Candace Owens, and I ain't saying like I'm a fan of her and nothing like that. But I see she's smart. I'm sapiosexual. Not saying I probably would hit, but I like smart women. I like intelligence, and she's smart. But to an extent, like a lot of her viewpoints, I don't fuck with. A lot of her viewpoints, I do fuck with. But you know, the support Trump, that's where I ain't fuck with her at. When she not fucking with Trump now, I fucks with that. When she was fucking with Charlie Kirk, I didn't fuck with that. Charlie Kirk get murked. I fucked with that. But now she's got conspiracies about Hamas and Israel being involved in the Charlie Kirk shit. My thing about it, I really don't give a fuck about, you know, him, because obviously the message that he had gave out, and he got assassinated. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know, you went against your own people. You went against the people that run the country, and it ain't the president. It's Israel. So, yeah, that may have happened. You know, hey, I believe she might be right. She might be on to something, but being that verbal about it, wouldn't that just make you a target? But keeping her alive, you know, as far as the people from Israel, Bibi and them, keeping her alive is more psychological torture. Not attacking her, more psychological torture, because it's like, okay, what they gonna do? If they decide to hurt her, it's gonna prove her point. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, these motherfuckers just assassinate motherfuckers. But let's get right into this shit. I'm having a pointless rant in the beginning about, but really trying to get y'all insight on how I feel about Candace Owens. And she probably about to own these motherfuckers in this debate, because she's smart than a motherfucker, bro. For real. Let's go.
What you do with your own body.
I don't believe that I don't believe that murder is something that you should be allowed to decide.
Sure, and murder is illegal.
It's actually what you're doing to somebody else's body.
Sure,
so I'm pro-life.
Hi, my name is Candace Owens. I am a podcaster, a mother, a wife, and also the author of the upcoming book, Make Him a Sandwich. And today I am being surrounded.
I seen something about Make Him a Sandwich. Is this an old video? Because I seen she must have been on another podcast.
By 20 feminists.
My next claim is that we live under a matriarchy, not a patriarchy.
Okay, I know the shoes comfortable that she got on, man, but that shit ain't like, you got on casual, then you put it on gym shoes, it's tacky to me. You know, unless it's Chuck Taylor's. But like, put some you know, dress shoes, you know, some loafers, something to actually match the you know, business aesthetics of the outfit, you know. What is those?
Hi, hello.
Nice to meet you.
That's a pleasure.
Look like Jordans.
I'm Princella, the Queen Maker.
Oh, this chick here, the study buddy. She be saying some dumb ass shit. I really feel like she's a groomer of women. Like she groomed women into this lifestyle of, you know, fucking with women. And since she chose that lifestyle, she trying to take everybody to hell with her.
You say we live in a matriarchy.
Right.
Yes, she too masculine.
Give me the definition of patriarchy.
Yes, well, the patriarchy is the idea that the system, our system in America, is being run by men, and that women are having to exist under a system that immediately disadvantages them because men are behind it. And I disagree with that pointedly. I think actually we're living in a society where people are being very much influenced socially and politically by women.
Yeah, damn, she got too many examples. Whether it's man, it's a lot of examples. Like, yeah, I'm gonna let her lay them out, cause I got some, but I ain't even about to do that like that, cause
Okay.
she may say it in the, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's a big ass ring though. I don't do fucking rings and shit, but that's a big ass earring.
Denotative definition.
As far as being up in the big part, usually you put the big ass earring. I don't wear earrings, but usually when I see motherfuckers have an earring up in this part, it be little. They might have 2, 3 little ones up here and have a big one down here. This bitch got a big one up here. You gonna fuck your earlobe up.
Hierarchy is father rule, and where
I did used to wear magnet earrings, man, back when I was a kid, and I supported that. The Asian beauty supplies, man. I don't do that shit no more.
Very much influenced socially and politically by women.
Okay, so the denotative definition of patriarchy is father rule, and where positions of government are held majorly by men, where women are large.
Why you gonna say the same shit she just told you? She told her the same shit to her in a different way. So you come back to say the same shit for what?
Largely excluded. So 125 House of Representatives are female, and that's only about 25%.
Right.
And only about 28% make up Senate, and 3.3% of Congress up until this day.
Hey! I don't fuck with Prince Ella dumbass, but she on to something with far as her having those stats on hand, right in her head. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta give her props.
Have ever been women. So by denotative definition, we literally live in a patriarchy.
Yes, so I disagree with that. So I think what this gets to, which is actually an important part of the conversation, is that people always think that where there is disparity, there's somehow inequality, and I actually reject that entirely. I think it's just a difference in what we're interested in. I think we're biologically wired, we're interested in different careers, and just because if we looked in the fashion industry and said, oh, well, it's being dominated by women, it wouldn't mean that, okay, well, that means that the fashion industry is a matriarchy, and men have no sense. It just means have no ability to communicate how they feel in the fashion industry. I literally think that those numbers show that we're just biologically different. So
yeah, okay, biologically different, meaning most women are not trying to get in those fields of work. And that's true. Biologically different. We not trying, like, women, like, just like cutting grass or whatever the fuck, you don't want no administrative position like that. You might want an administrative position inside of an administration building. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking, you might not want that because you got to deal with people all day. But imagine the people you dealing with is a bunch of fucking pedos and shit. You probably wouldn't want to be in that field of fucking work. I'm just being a humbug, you know?
I actually think politically, women have shown that they have a lot more power than men.
Yeah, they do. A lot of laws change. Unless it's a black woman, you know, white women, you know, they get the laws.
And I'm talking about just in terms of political movements. The most recent I can think of is the Me Too movement, right?
The Me Too, yeah. The Me Too movement was very fucking powerful.
Women get together and complain,
but they start fucking up when a lot of the women start lying and getting caught in them lies. Then the Me Too movement is still there, but it ain't as prevalent like it was when it first started popping.
About a man and refer to the patriarchy and scream. Generally speaking, let me know if you agree, the media will celebrate that. If a bunch of men got together and were shrieking and speaking about women, generally speaking, the media would call them all white supremacists and say that we had a misogyny problem and that things were really wrong in society. Women are allowed to be more vocal in general about problems.
Yeah, and that's true. The double standard, women, you know, talk shit and they can get away with it. As if a man do, like Kevin Samuels. That's the prime example. They hated that man. They literally hated that man just for telling the fucking truth. You know what I'm saying? So some of these women just don't like the motherfucking truth. And like,
let me speak to that. When we're talking about government and media, these are two different things. So under the denotative definition of a
nigga, did she? It sounds like she just fucking figured this word out a week ago. Cause you want to keep on saying denotative, like, and keep putting emphasis on that word. Like, bitch, we don't care that you know a good word. You denotative, trying to throw somebody else's on.
Things. So under the denotative definition of a patriarchy, by the percentages that are occupied in the government, which is majority male, defines us as a patriarchy. Now, when it comes to for capitalism, for marketing purposes and control, for capital and revenue, that is a totally different conversation. But who's making the laws? I don't think that women are the ones voting to have their reproductive rights taken away, where you have rape, incest, and all of these things excluded to force women to be able to have. I don't think.
Now, okay, you got your flag up. I hope you can come up with something better than what this chick doing, because Princella seemed like she's right there with Candace Owens, which is kind of throwing me off for a loop, because all the dumb shit I heard her say, as far as dealing with relationships, I never heard her on a political level talking about shit.
I think women in government would largely vote against their own interests because it's majority male.
Women in general, white people. Oh my bad, I'm up there. I'm trying to get some. It's hot, nigga. It's 90 degrees outside, and I ain't got no air conditioner, dog. No fan in this bitch either. I'm just at the computer. It's heat coming from the damn computer. But what was I? Yeah, I was kind of shocked. I thought this bitch ain't know nothing, cause you usually be on relationships talking shit, but this political shit, she might have found her niche. Long as she ain't on no racist shit.
Government would largely vote against their own interests because it's.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. MAGA. Yeah, them niggas voted against their own interests. All them white motherfuckers voted against their own interests. I call them MAGA maggots, because, maggots will eat some shit, you know what I'm saying, with no issue.
Majority male, patriarchy.
I think, love that point. Are women allowed to vote?
Oh, of course they are.
Who's voting that patriarchy and then, out of curiosity?
No, I totally agree. And
making a point. She killing you off that point. And that's the great thing about looking at the debates. You can see a person that know when to shut the fuck up, allow somebody to speak, and actually break down and assess everything they're saying to be like, okay, I got this response. All right. So this what you equate that to? Okay, all right. So you said this? You know what I'm saying? And now she's stumbling a little bit, like, damn, she got me. Look at that face. That face was like, oh, she got me. How the fuck?
Patriarchy.
Here you go.
I think, love that point. Are women allowed to vote?
Oh, of course they are.
Look at that
Who's
face.
voting that patriarchy and then, out of curiosity?
No, I totally agree. And
I totally agree.
Why?
What?
Because there are so many women who think like you. You say
who think like you? Like that's an insult. Because who think like you? Because you don't know how nobody actually fucking thinks. Because obviously she's conveying a point to you, but that train of thought, you don't know it. You don't know it. Period. You don't make sandwiches for niggas. Your ass is a carpet muncher.
You don't want to submit, but that's what you do to the patriarchy. You submit to the idea of men ruling everything. And your ideology is spread across a lot of women who also falsely believe to vote against.
This groomer. She's a fucking groomer, dog. She's amazing at it, though, because she can emulate cool niggas. The deadbeat niggas that bitches love to go to and have kids with. She's the personification of that, or representation of that in female form.
Against their own interests, just to complain about it in the end. You earlier you said that women would be much more happier working at home, but don't you agree that it's human nature to want things that you don't have? So during the 1950s, which is something that you constantly bring up, it wasn't until 1994 that it was legally illegal to beat your wife, and under the Clinton.
And that's fucked up. But you know who they put them laws for? You know who they put the laws for? That wasn't for us. It wasn't for us. It was for them. Yeah, some niggas was whooping they bitch, had learned from the master, but the vast majority of black men was not beating their motherfucking money. It was the white men. So they had to put that shit in the law so they understand. Whatever that show was, Why I Oughta, I don't know the name of the show, but I know the Griffin, I'm talking about the Griffins. Family Guy, they had made an imitation. Why I oughta? It was a white motherfuckers beating the fuck out their wives, bro, and they had to create a law. And it may be because of that show. That show from whatever it was from 1950. The motherfucker said why I oughta and put his fists up talking about beating his wife. It probably was a popular thing. It probably was trendy back then, you know, because obviously when it had social media, motherfucking white man was like, yeah, Rebecca, pow, and popped her in her shit. Pow, right in the kisser. Yeah, that was it. That's what he's saying. Pow, right in the kisser. Why I oughta.
And so what we're dealing with is people wanting something, and then when they get it, they're not happy with it, and then they have to revoke that idea for something else. And so what you're saying is that
what you saying is you making excuses for bitches voting for the wrong motherfuckers.
Women vote for these things because they have the same mentality as you.
Okay. So you're saying that when women you're acknowledging that women have the freedom to vote.
Yes.
And you're saying that women are still existing mentally, even with the freedom to vote.
Correct.
They are voting men in because we are still victims of...
No, I don't believe in victimhood.
Yeah, like, bitch, what you saying then?
I believe in lack of...
Yeah, because she's saying bitches is dumb. That's what she's saying. I'm going to be a humble. She's saying bitches is dumb. You dumb bitches. That's what she just said to y'all. She's a groomer, man.
Education and lack of knowledge, because one of the things that you also say...
Do you think that it could just be that more men are running for positions of office?
No, not necessarily.
Yeah.
Remember,
that's exactly what it is. It's like real shit. Why would a woman want that? I'm gonna be humbug. Women don't even want to fucking take care of their kids nowadays, bro. Like, they don't want to be in the fucking house with them. Why would they want to go in a place where somebody always over your fucking head telling you some shit, and they talking to you like shit? Because you black. You a black person, period. But you're a black woman, so you gonna get disrespected. I hate it about, you know, Candace to be the fucking voice of reason. I don't like neither one of these motherfuckers, really. I like Candace a bit more than Princella. But Princella, she holding her own a little bit, but I'm catching all her flaws in her statements. And she's trying to stay on Candace's neck, but Candace is just dissecting and picking this shit apart. Like, so you are saying this. You are agreeing with this. So you're trying to say bitches is stupid.
In the United States, the average reading comprehension of people in the United States is 6th grade. So we're not dealing with educated people. We're dealing with people who are motivated off of their...
She killing her own fucking argument. So now all of American people stupid. All of them not educated. All of them are stupid. Let's listen, though.
Feelings. And since we're motivated off of our feelings with a lack of education...
Okay, so now she kind of throwing some truth in there. Knowing she's a woman talking to another woman like, yeah, I have feelings. And we usually react off our feelings. Candace about to pick that shit apart.
People have the same mentality as you due to the lack of understanding.
Feelings and mentality.
Yes.
You just said that.
Oh, is she about to kill that little dumbass argument? Let's go back, son. Look at, and why she do this? She do this in like I believe I seen a video where her and Charleston White, she do this thing where she like open her eyes and shit and blink like look.
Mentality is you do
like no. Yeah, like she open her wide and blink like.
Apology. Yes.
And she do that a lot. That's not even like one time thing.
Right? Women
she might do it again.
Who freely have the right to choose and to vote, and who are very much exercising that right and that freedom to choose. Mm-hmm. And you're saying if the result of it is something that you disagree with, then it's still the fault of men.
What I am saying is that lack of education is the cause for what we see in the world.
She's trying to have an argument, and she's trying to stick something that's going to stick. She's trying to throw some shit at the wall that's going to stick, and it's not sticking. And these people are starting to tally it up. You see, it's at 10. Because she don't have nothing to come back with.
And if we educate the women better, because a nation...
Educate the women better. Don't the women... Ain't the women the most educated in this country? It might... I don't know. She might be right. She might be right. I gotta check. Because I was looking for my phone. But I gotta check on here real quick. I'm sorry, y'all. Just bear with me, man. Are women the most educated in America? Women are the most educated demographic in America. That is facts. Only a few higher than men, but it's still 3% higher than men. Where women outrank us in fucking, education. So what the fuck is she talking about? I sorry I had to fact check that shit, cause this not the episodes like the other ones where they had a fact checker in this bitch. They ain't fact check nothing.
Can rise no higher than this woman, and if she reading and comprehending at a 6th grade level and popping out a lot of kids, because the brokest people in the world pop out the most kids. So if we have those people voting, of course they're gonna vote against their interests because they voting for some utopian society that will never exist.
Okay, so that's.
Yeah, she talk like she got a damn toothpick in her. You can hear the spit.
So that's why you think Kamala lost.
This ain't even about Kamala.
Because you're talking about women.
No, but she said no. But essentially, that's what you're saying. These women ain't educated. Matter of fact, that should have been a question to Candace should have asked her. So you're not educated? These women in here not educated? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, let's go.
Had an opportunity.
Yeah, go ahead.
We had a male running and we had a female running, and we actually showed that Trump increased the amount of women who voted for him, right? So I'm asking you, do you believe that the reason that happened was because women became less educated during that time?
They've always been less.
Then something is up with Candace Owens. Like, obviously, I'm looking at mannerisms on this study buddy. Cause she got like a lot of manly features. If you look at that line in her mouth, like it's kind of hard. But let's go back over to Candace.
Oh, yes,
her eyes, that left eye, look weird as hell, like a glass eye.
I've always been as. Did you know that UNESCO?
It looked weirder the first time. Let me go back, right here. Like, what the fuck? Why your eye it's just that big? Okay. Whatever.
Always been less educated.
She got some weird eyes.
Oh, yes, they have always been less educated.
That's scary.
Do you know that UNESCO says that that 2/3 of the 7.7 million illiterate adults is women? Illiterate.
Okay.
And we have 6th grade educated people voting. And guess who? Guess the dominant population?
Okay.
It's white women. And so guess what? Now you have to add a race element into that. What you are?
Oh, no, the white bitches about to flag.
We ain't the dominant people voting.
They don't like this shit.
Okay, so now when we have to go
white people
into
do not like race being
white
brought up.
supremacy and feminism, now you have to look
They
at
about
the
to get her
mind
ass
of the
up about
people
it.
who actually have
It ain't go up no more, so it's cool.
success and what they're
They kept her there because it seemed like she, like I say, holding her own. But she just saying a bunch of fucking nothing. If you got a mind where you can fucking think and critically think, you're like, man, this bitch really not saying nothing. And in a few words, every time in these few words, Candace would say something. Now she come up with a whole fucking paragraph to try to clear up what the fuck was said. That's how you know she losing.
voting for, because classism actually matters as well. So I'm sorry, but a lot of people vote based on their feelings and not based on policy.
Pause, guys.
Yes.
Sorry, you've been voted out by the majority. Please return.
Yeah, and they did that quick. Okay. All it need to be 11. The fuck? Alright, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? Alright, bro. Alright, man. Okay. Let's get back to this shit, man.
Thank you for the respectful conversation.
I knew they was gonna get her up out of there. Soon as race comes up, bro, that's how you know they fucking racist. Cause a motherfucker that's not racist, they don't care, bro. Like, you bring up race, it doesn't affect them because they know they not fucking racist. But if you bring up race and motherfucker get uncomfortable, just know, nigga, they holding racist views. Just know that shit, bro. So all them bitches in that room that threw a flag up as soon as she mentioned race, y'all some racist bitches. I already know. Soon, nigga, she could have, if she never brought that shit up, she would have still been on. As soon as she brought that shit up, a few minutes later, out of here. We gotta act like we don't care, Bill. I'm sorry, y'all, man. This hot as a
Haley
bitch.
Stevens, Chief of Staff for President
Burn.
Obama's Auto Rescue, saving over
Trying to throw
200,000 Michigan.
show motherfucker my chest and shit. It's hot as well.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay.
How are you?
Great to meet you. I'm doing
Very
well.
nice to meet you.
So I view this
Hey.
argument as a matter of fact, right?
Okay.
This is a descriptive claim about the culture, reality we live in, and patriarchy being a system in which men hold the predominance of power in both political, economic, and social.
My bad, y'all. I gotta move this shit down here. I'm about ready to. Hell yeah, I gotta grab this fan. My bad, y'all. Hot motherfucker. Put a jug on my balls, dog. Y'all niggas sprouts out. Y'all niggas sprouts got your bitch. She keep coming through. Jaws on my balls. Say jaws on my balls, bitch. Put them jaws on my. What the fuck? Ah. The hell? That bitch is coming on. Jaws on my balls. That's crazy. Hold the phone. The hell going on? Man, this fan. Sorry, y'all. This fan act like it don't fucking work. Hold on. This bitch not working. Did this nigga shit break? I think my brother fan broke. Hell no, I'm mad as hell. I'm sorry, y'all. This nigga shit broke. I'm in this bitch fucked up. Burning the fuck up. Y'all see this shit, man. I'm about to put his shit back before he think I broke his shit. This bitch was broke when I came in. Everybody else, I see. Short set? How did that work? I'm sorry, y'all, man, but I'ma end the video right. Matter of fact, no, I ain't ending the video. Shit, we got a lot of videos left. No, I'ma end it right here. Like, subscribe, and share so I hit that 100K today. Yeah, you out there? All right, here I come.
Can I be real or is it boring? To give you a peace of mind, cause mine is so enormous. Way past the norm, norming, while you're conforming. Like comforting mattresses that comfort them with torment snoring. Like you in your own home with a home phone. I'm more like E.T., got a phone home past the moon.